What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Fresh Take. Vicky, how are you?
I am doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well myself. So, we only got one thing to review this week, one episode to review this week, and that's Miss Marvel, episode 4, Seeing Red. So, I don't never think we ever talked about the music in this series. The music was bumping this week. I'm not gonna lie, the music was actually bumping. I was feeling the music. Soundtrack notwithstanding, another good episode. This one we are in Karachi, so we finally got to meet Nani, uh, who once again, okay, is it just me or is like the side characters of this show the best thing about the show?
They are hilarious. They are so much depth, so well-rounded, like just great.
Yeah, like the strength of this show is basically the side characters and how well they are written because they are. Yeah, I'm like, why wasn't Nani in at the beginning? Like, I need to hold stuff with her now.
Yep.
It is, yeah, she's great. There's a lot of little moments in this episode that I like where it's basically just Nani talking to either her daughter or talking to Kamala. And there's like 3 or 4 scenes that's like that. And the episode isn't long; it's only like
No.
45 minutes long. But there are like 3 or 4 scenes where, and it's just them talking, and it's like I like this. This is actually pretty good. Now, on the flip side, this week the action was way better than it has been in previous weeks. And I know I complained about it, especially last episode, because I was like, okay, this ain't being shot well. This episode, I don't know what happened, but they shot it way better.
Yeah, it felt like maybe the people who were shooting Hawkeye were like, all right, we're done Hawkeye now. Let's move on over here. We can help out here. You know what I'm saying? Like it felt like it was a different team shooting this week. Or shooting the action sequence.
Yeah, because
they definitely choreographed a lot of different moves. There were a lot of different fighting, different people fighting, different levels of abilities being shown. They really explored it all.
Yeah, because it does feel like that. Now, I'm not saying this is like Daredevil hallway fight. I ain't talking about that, but it's way better than what they've been showing.
I mean, yeah. I mean, because we know Kamala can't fight. So they need to bring in other people who could fight. And she needs some serious training.
Yeah. Although
I mean, she didn't have time to get trained, but you know what I'm saying? She just.
Well, I will say this. I do like the fact that like they show her getting more comfortable with her powers.
Yeah.
She's not there yet, but she's more and more comfortable with it, which I'm like, okay, cool. So hopefully this is setting up to like she'll be able to do a little bit more and a little bit more. Because evil newer mama
she was like, leave him. I'm like, he was like, mom? Nah, he chose his side. Bye, boy.
I'm like, that's your child.
I'm like, dang, okay.
like, yeah, I know you mad, but damn. Yeah. So,
I mean, honestly, I'm surprised that they even carried him to putting him out. I'm surprised she didn't just leave him in there. So I guess there's a little bit of that. I really thought they were going to leave him in there, period, and not bring him out.
Well, he still should be good enough to get away.
Oh yeah, he's going to get away because I mean they brought him to the outside part, so he's good. But like,
yeah. Okay, so we knew this was going to be a problem because they didn't show them at the beginning of the series. They didn't introduce them to the end of episode 2, episode 3, the villains that we got. Do you think this is going to wind up being a problem since we only got 2 more episodes left? Right now they're like over the top. Like,
I mean, Kamala's now stuck in the past, so let's just jump to that.
Yeah.
So I think in the end, it probably was her who did the Trail of Stars for her grandmother, and it wasn't her grandmother or great grandmother or whatever. I think she was the one who saved her grandmother to get her onto the train. It's like some cool little time paradox fun there.
Yeah.
You know, like Harry Potter, he went back in time and he knew he could do it because he went back in time. That type of time travel fun. So I think she's going to be the one to do the stars for whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But she also is going to be the one as to why the great grandmother didn't get on the train. So it's going to probably be like, you know, that all combined together.
Well, hopefully
why they got separated was because she went into the past at that time, but they got to get the grandmother on the train. There you go. It's a whole bunch of, you know, when you start going into the past, who has to go to the future, who has to affect the past, it gets a little wonky. But I think that's what's going to happen.
Because, that whole sequence, I liked it, but I'm hoping that Aisha, which would be the great grandmother of Kamala, will be the one to actually show Kamala how to.
I thought it was Aisha.
Aisha, I can't remember. But yeah, I hope that's what's happening because we need somebody to show her how to do something.
Yeah.
Because when she comes back, she's gonna have to deal.
She's gonna have to
at least 3 of them.
Okay, going back to more trippy time stuff. It's like Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure when they went into the future and they did all the training to actually become good musicians.
Oh yeah.
And they came back to the regular time and they were actually good and they played the song and blah blah blah. So it'd be like that. By her going into the past, that was her time to train with her actual great grandmother, and then she can go to the future to actually fight for real. And maybe probably what happened at the very end of the last episode is that we'll see the second Bengal wherever it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Because probably at this point they're probably not even going to bring it in. We just know about it.
You're just going to see, you know, in the last, not even during the show, obviously, in the end credits.
Yeah, end credits.
See the second Bengal wherever it is.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think like what else I want, because the episode in and of itself is very like straight to the point. Like they do what they need to do in this episode and get to it. I will say they had a very interesting car chase, or not really car chase, but car chase / foot race.
Car chase / rickshaw /
Kamala still don't know how to drive. Yeah, and like it's so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't 3 of the evil Jin get killed.
It looked like they got jacked up.
Yeah, it looked like they got dead. Like
yeah.
So I'm guessing
there was actual death in this episode.
Yeah, like yeah.
So like there was like it was a huge change from all previous episodes. It was just a different feel altogether.
Yeah, which actually kind of heightened the intensity a lot, which actually made for a better episode in my opinion. Because
yeah,
I like it, but at some point it's gonna have to get serious where she understands that okay, you want to be a hero, you daydream about being a hero. This is what happens.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing because like you said, the ending shot is basically her getting transported to the past off of an accident, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But this might actually be exactly what she needs. So
yeah, because she kept seeing the train. Well, you are now at the train.
Yeah, which is probably exactly what where she needed to be, all things considered. So this is going to be interesting. My favorite two characters wasn't in. Her brother and the dad, they weren't in this episode. So
nope.
Like that's kind of messed up. My favorite two characters need to be there.
It's like the same theme about, and they've said it before, mothers and daughters.
Yeah.
So it was about now the 3 generations, and now we're going to go back to the 4th generation, and how the interactions are.
Which is cool. The dad always makes me smile. He's hilariously awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's still like he really is funny, and I think it's like the deadpan humor that's getting me. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed the episode this week.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this has been consistent. They've been consistent on the episode. That's why I'm like not really mad about the whole like even when they had the issues with the action sequence, I wasn't mad because it was consistent. Like this has actually been probably one of the more consistent series so far. Because as much as I like WandaVision, the first 4 episodes, whoo, boy, it was hard to get through them.
Yeah, you had to push through. Yeah. You had to push through. That's why you have to tell everybody. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sit down and watch WandaVision. Like, just push through.
Yes, push through.
All right, you just gotta push through, okay?
Yeah. So like this is probably one of the ones that been the most consistent across the board in my opinion, as far as like pacing, story, everything. So this is going to be very interesting to see how they wrap this up. We got 2 more episodes to go, and then we're on to what's the next thing we got? Star Wars is next. The Andor series is next. Good old Star Wars.
I like how we just bounced back between Marvel and Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, because they're right on top of each other. Because let's see, because Andor is in August, and She-Hulk is 2 weeks after that show starts.
Yep.
So we're gonna be back to 2 episodes a week, 2 episode reviews in a week. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. And as far as Thor: Love and Thunder, we were talking about that before we started. Are we gonna review that? Do you want to review that?
I guess.
I mean,
we'll play it by ear.
Yeah, we'll play it by ear. We'll play it by ear because I still got to get my tickets for that one. So
yeah, I still got to get my tickets.
Yeah, so we'll have to play that one by ear. But yeah, leave a comment. Let us know what you guys think about the episode. Like I said, it was a short and sweet episode this week, around about 45 minutes, and very to the point. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. Anything you want to pimp out, Vicky?
Yeah, as always, stop on by Fangirl Review on Twitch and YouTube. We got some content over at Booth.
All right. Yeah. What time is it? Okay. So yeah, Winging the Podcast in a couple hours. So,
in 2 hours, just keep the tab open. We'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be back in 2 hours with the.
What are the topics for tonight? So viewers are aware.
We're doing a randomizer tonight, so everybody's bringing their own thing, and we're gonna randomize it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so this should be interesting. No matter what anybody wants to talk about. If they want to talk about games, they can. If they want to talk about something else, they can. So this is going to be a very interesting episode. But yeah, 7 o'clock tonight, the Winging It podcast. We will be live. Chat will be open as always. I did have some gameplay up of the Live Alive demo. Check that out over on the gaming channel, this channel, and on Twitch. So if you want to see some gameplay from that, I got one more character to play as for that one. I may stream that tomorrow. Just depends on what all I can get done tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. And I will see you guys at 7. Peace.
Peace.